We all know the saying young and dumb, and this probably describes my experience when I was younger. I remember I was about 10 years old when all this happened. It was during the Hungry Ghost Festival. During that period, it's very common to see incense paper burning everywhere, and parents usually will tell their kids to not step on the incense paper and to show respect. If you step on the incense paper, you should apologize immediately to prevent anything from happening. I was walking home after school one day with my Chinese friends, and they were trying to avoid the whole incense paper on the floor. But me being rebellious, I decided to prove to them that I'm not scared of anything, and I jumped on the incense paper and said that nothing would happen to me. They said that I was going to regret it, but I didn't really give much thought to it. So that night, everything seems normal before I went to bed. I thought about the situation, but I didn't want to think so much about it, because if I actually think about it, it would mean that I actually believe whatever they say. So I just went to sleep, but I was woken up in the middle of the night. I felt someone sitting on me. I was scared for a moment, but I just went back to sleep afterwards. So the next day I woke up and I remember what happened the previous night, but I still didn't want to give much thought to it. Halfway through the night, I was woken up with a pair of hands around my neck, and I could feel they were heavy, how a man's hand would feel on your body, heavy and big. And it was a little bit cold also. I didn't know what to feel because I was struggling to catch my breath as well. I panicked for a while, then eventually I fainted because I couldn't breathe at all anymore. I woke up the next morning grasping for air, and I remember about the incident that happened on that night itself. I didn't know what to feel because it was the first time this happened. It was actually really scary and I was slightly creeped out. But I thought I was hallucinating and I was dreaming, so I just decided to forget about it and continue on with my day. The very third day ever since the day I stepped on the incense paper, I woke up in the middle of the night, but at this point of time I didn't want to open my eyes, so I just continued to close my eyes even though I was awake. But then I felt a female hand wrapping her fingers around my legs, and I could feel her fingernail touch on my skin. Then the next moment I felt her pulling me to the end of my bed, and I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should open my eyes or should I just scream or whatever. I was just blank at that point of time. I just stayed awake the entire night because I couldn't get over what just happened. Finally, my alarm rang and it was like daylight already. So I woke up and then I realized I was still at the spot where the lady last pulled me to. I sat up and then I looked at my ankles and I saw 3 distinct scratch marks on both my ankles. It was slightly red and it looks like how it would look like when someone scratches you. There was a bit of blood, but then it was just like dried blood. I tried to put my hands around my ankles to see if someone really pulled me to the end of the bed, and it fit, and I was scared. I went to ask my mom if she actually woke me up the night before, or like, you know, someone was playing a prank on me. I knew it couldn't be anyone in the family because we all kept our nails short. I told my mom what happened like a few days before about me stepping on the incense paper, and she just dismissed the fact and she asked me to go and apologize. So eventually I actually went back to the place where I stepped on the incense paper and I apologized, and ever since that day nothing happened.